Ninav. It's something odd word, eh? Meaning of Ninav is the thing or substance which doesn't have name. Ninav. Nav is a name. Yeah, I don't know who invented this name, but this is typical CKP thing. What is CKP? So CKP is like, we are very small community, Chandra Senya Kaya Prabhu, and CKP food consists mostly of fresh coconut and all that, even jaggery and all that stuff. Most of the CKPs in previous times, they used to be in administration work. Now all those ladies, they were very good cook because they had interaction and plenty of money in hand and disposable income and all that stuff. Anyway, these ladies, they invented different kind of dishes which were kind of royal kind of things, and they used to use different techniques. Like today I am going to make it as a baking thing. I was wondering how these ladies used to bake it, but these ladies, they were very creative in mind. And even though they didn't have oven, I remember my mom, she didn't have oven. So what she used to do is put charcoal on top of one aluminum lid. That pot is there. Underneath again there is a charcoal. So what used to happen, that charcoal used to cook that substance, if it is cake or for an instance if it is Ninav, she used to do it in a nice way. So baking all proper crust from top, it used to get baked brown and golden brown. Bottom could be very nicely baked. Now Ninav is not fluffy cake. It is sort of very solid kind of unleavened cake. It doesn't rise. So ingredients for Ninav, it's fine gram flour. If you want to give bit of texture, add bit of coarse gram flour into it. I was suggested by my sister-in-law who is in US that coarse gram flour, little bit of addition of that gives real nice texture to it. Coconut milk, jaggery, roughly same proportion. So if I start 1 bowl of besan, 2 bowls of coconut milk, jaggery 1.5 bowls. Then if I don't like jaggery, I can use brown sugar. And for roasting, I'm using ghee. We have to keep in mind some sort of judgment. So half a cup or maybe couple of tablespoons, that's fine. These are spices or condiments. So this is crushed nutmeg, this is crushed elaichi, saffron. Let's start Ninav. Gas on medium flame. I have added this besan. Now generally it is suggested that you should roast this besan with ghee, but generally I don't do. Now what happens when we roast this besan, it is very simple. It gives aroma and flavor to the besan, and it increases the digestibility of proteins into besan. So generally if we eat raw besan or something like that, it is bit hard on stomach. If we cook it, it's palatable. Now that aroma has started coming. Now good thing about roasting on this pan is I need not saute it or stir it continuously. So I toss for a while. I'll make it bit sort of golden brown. Always keep in mind, when you are roasting besan, don't be overconfident and roast it to the golden brown color. If you roast it very dark brown, it will taste yuck. Now I have reduced the heat, add this ghee into it. Yeah. So process is same, but with the ghee. Now why I don't add ghee in the beginning, because that is generally suggested. I don't do that. The simple reason is adding ghee makes it bit kind of lumpy and bit hard to stir and saute. I made it simple. Color of this gram flour is changing. It is becoming kind of golden brown. Slowly I'll add this coconut milk and keep on stirring. Add jaggery into it, so it will dissolve. I am using this pan to make this recipe. The simple reason is I like pans, and as you say, I can saute and toss it like this. It is convenient for me. So you can use any pot you like, which is convenient to you and which you are comfortable with. This slurry is getting thickened. This jaggery is not properly dissolved, so what I am doing is I need to add just a little bit of coconut milk. It should get thoroughly cooked into it, and I will show you a trick after this. So, for a while I am switching off this gas, and here is the trick. So, I am putting this little more coconut milk. Now, what I am going to do, you will feel surprised, like why I am taking from here and there, and like, because I want to make nice smooth paste of it. All that jaggery is dissolved, that gram flour is cooked properly, smelling awesome, fantastic. See, now it's all homogenized and properly mixed. Now you must be surprised, like why I am doing this exercise again and again. Simple reason is this is non-stick pan. I don't want to spoil it. This is silicone spatula, so this is okay with that. But if I use any kind of whisk, which is metal whisk or any metal spoon or something, I'll spoil the utensil. So this is all done, and final touch of cooking. So whatever left here, this coconut cream was required more than 2 bowls. Now this bowl was small, so I'm doing it twice. I'm going to add a little bit of nutmeg, little bit of cardamom powder. I'll top up saffron later on. Yeah, so it's cooked. Now cooking part is finished, so we'll start baking. What I have done here is the oven is heated at 180 degrees, and it was on fan oven, but I'm going to put on baking. Now I'll rub some ghee over it because I don't want this to get stuck, and it smells so nice. Is add this into it. This is nothing but my baking dish. Whatever saffron was there, you can add chopped pistachios or chopped almonds if you want, sliced almonds, whatever. I am putting this into oven. So I kept this oven on baking mode, 180 degrees. So generally, like whatever we use for baking cake and all that stuff, it is getting cooked, and it will take another 15 to 20 minutes. So once it becomes like nice and brown from top, obviously it will get like baked from all the sides and all, it will be done. In one bowl full of chana flour, I have added roughly sort of 30% of coarse chana flour, just to add texture to our Ninav. If it is very fine, it becomes kind of sticky. I just wanted to avoid that, and just to add the texture, I have done that. So our Ninav is ready, nice brown from top. I'm going to check it. Oh, so nice, perfect. I can feel the crust here. So the taste is, so it's not sticking anything. So that means Ninav is done.